up, world? This is Pointless Opinions for another pointless video this week. And this week's topic is going to be about mobile phone usage. I can't say that properly. But basically, an average teenager sends and receives 3,000 texts. Bullshit. Bull fucking horseshit. Now, an average teenager, I have, heaps of people, 20, 30 friends, and probably over, 100 acquaintances, or probably even 50 friends, I'm not sure. But, yeah. And most of those friends of mine barely use their phones like me. And most people say I'm not an average teenager, but compared to 1 to 50 of my friends who probably use their phone and they don't use it, some of them will have to be considered as average teenagers. Now, by sending 3,000 texts and all that, that would be expensive as hell. Now, there are better ways than doing text. Because, you have to get your inbox full and all that, I'm not sure how much an average inbox could hold, but it would, be reading and deleting. If it's per month, an average per day would be at least considered 100 per bare minimum per month. And, what? Do you just, talk in normal conversation? Because there are better ways and cheaper ways like Facebook, Twitter, Skype, MySpace if you're insane. I mean, there's much more better ways, and the best way is to go out to your son, meet up somewhere, and talk in normal conversation. I mean, look at the day, it's beautiful. My camera is very loose, I'm not sure why, but still. It's just important in conversations, just texting. But there's so many abbreviations for texting, like WTF standing for what the fuck. And when I had this lady or whatever to come in and talking about texting, literally there was this girl who talked in text by abbreviation, and she had something like a 12-letter word text, which was something about pants, weirdly. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. I'm just thinking, what the fuck is going on here? Cause literally this made no sense whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, as for phone planning, you could get the best phone way possible, but sometimes you have credit, and if you don't use the credit, it's all gone and all that. I find that ridiculous. The best way to plan a mobile phone usage is a billing, sort of if you use a phone, you should be billed how many texts you do or how many calls you done and all that. So yeah, that's the best way to do your mobile phone usage, and those are also other ways to text, find better ways in texting and much more cheaper. Plus, only use your phones if you're going out somewhere, to the Melbourne show, because when I did that, I usually just text my mom a few times saying, oh, I'm okay and all that, and in case if I get lost. Those are the only times you should use your phone if you're going out, not just sitting there, you could use a laptop for it, and if not, make plans when you're at school or something to meet up. And if they don't show up, when they come back to school, yell at them. If you're an insane person like me, if you have anger problems like me, which I really barely talk about and show about because I'm so angry I'm gonna punch this pillow. But no, I'm just kidding about all the anger problems and crap. I'm an insane person. But yeah, much more better ways than doing that. Plus, I was also gonna talk about something else, but yeah, another thing from the article I read was it's a necessary evil for teenagers to use phones. Necessary evil, you can buy the phones, but take your phones off the teenagers if they're using it too much, and only give it to them in situations when you feel like it. And if they find it, put it in somewhere where they won't find it, like the gutter. And if you're afraid it might get wet or lost, then that's your bad parenting. So, yeah, this is all for Pointless Opinions. Next week, I'm actually going to do something different, which I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to not play, but review a board game which I have recently bought, which is, just wait. Tip the stand a little. Move that back. The Walking Dead board game. Because, just untipped my camera a little, it's all shaky on the tripod stand, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be reviewing next week. This has been Pointless Opinions for another Pointless video. I'll see you guys whenever. Bye!